football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Vols want to move quickly. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's out. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Volunteers are on the move. They'll go to the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The deep one at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Gives him the big stiff arm. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
The Volunteers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. These two running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. After the break, they'll go back to work. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here's a quick throw out to the left. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Lanier. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Trojans. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over first and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And here's the third interception of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on the last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Fung.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll lose yardage again, and they say don't abandon the running game, but the running game's abandoning them. He'll throw on third down. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
He runs out of bounds at the 23. Second down coming up.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, if you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Fung. Open space at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out fast. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. This time it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Got his man. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
It's complete to the right. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Number 82.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
42. Tennessee, 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
USA, 42. Tennessee, 14.
And the Vols will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over. 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Quick strike complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. It's caught. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Tennessee, 14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fung. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Volunteers trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Belly stutter. Squirrel, squirrel. Timber.
He'll set up to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Sweet cut there. Crosses the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Harvin. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Gore. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
He wants to throw it again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Cut it. Griffin.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of backfield. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvin. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. New Mexico State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Las Cruces. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout CUSA. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. Open field on the run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll give it to him again. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, he's throwing a bullet at you. There's a lot of guys that would be hesitant, and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Right on the money. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
63, Tennessee, 26.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
So here is the Tennessee offense. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lanier. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
Second down coming up.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Back open in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Tempo and overdrive. To the air on first down. Over the middle into traffic and complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense lining up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
29
Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, USC.
Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it on third and goal. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.